Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and this is Sonali Kapoor from It Starts at Home, and today I'm going to share with you such cool stuff that I've made for Vivan, and they're all camping and outdoor inspired. We are taking Vivan for his first camping trip, and there are some basic things that we want him to remember. So a fun way to just relate and do some activities around it so that once we are for camping, he can relate to it. So for making my camping activities, I have used these two books, and they are by Creatology. It's the name is right here. They were like just for $1 each that I picked it up, and you would have already seen it in my last video where I've shared all my sticker books. So all the activities that I've made today are from these two books. Okay, so going forward, I'm gonna share with you the first activity that we're gonna do. It is count the syllables, and the theme is animals, of course. So we have bear, eagle, deer, raccoon, bug, tiger, joey, tortoise, and rabbit. What he needs to do with the help of a dry erase marker, he needs to see that there are how many syllables, and he needs to like circle. So like in terms of bug, there's just one, so he's just gonna circle it. And it's the same for all the other ones. It's like whenever he sees, if it's like raccoon, so he needs to see how many of them, and then he needs to circle that around. So we are doing syllables, and that's why I thought the first activity can be syllables. It's a lot of fun. Now the second activity that I'm going to share with you is the graphs that we are learning. So the first one that you see is a pie graph here, and again this is all animal inspired. So this says mark the one that has the most that are the most in the forest. So I've already taught him pie graph, and that's how I'm gonna like whichever activities that I'm gonna make now, I'm gonna add all these graph activities so that he can revise and do as many as possible. So here you can see there are three animals which we're talking about here, and all the three animals are here. He needs to see which one, I mean the one which has the maximum pie. Oh, sorry. Okay, so here what he has to do, he needs to determine the maximum number of size, the big size of the pie here. So this is the deer has the big size of the pie, then the frog, and then the raccoon. So which has the most here? Deer. And then he needs to like just put a manipulative right here on the deer, or he can mark it. So that's the pie graph. The second one that we're going to do is it's called the bar graph here. Now the bar graph, what I've done is I've taken campfire, hiking, and camping. These are the three things that we have or we will be doing in our camping trip. And again, this says mark the one that has the most. So guys, the graph, I have already explained it to him, so I don't need to explain him again. But if you are doing it, you can go slower and pick up one by one in terms of graph. If you have any questions according to graph, please let me know. Okay, so that's the same thing what I've done here. I've taken camping, campfire, and hiking, but these are all three different colors to these ones. Now Vivan needs to figure it out which is the one that we're going to do the most, which is camping, and then he needs to put another manipulative on camping right here. So that's the second graph activity. The third graph activity is a pictograph here. Mark the one that has the most. And now these are the footprints that he might encounter when we are going for our trail walking or when we are going for hiking. So fox, raccoon, and a skunk. So these are their footprints, and he needs to watch out for these footprints. And once he does that, he needs to see the ones which are the most in the forest, and that's the fox. And then he needs to find the fox, and then he needs to put his manipulative right here. So that's a pictograph, which is like a picture depiction. The next one that we're doing is a tally chart, and a tally chart is again mark the one that has the most. And here we have the clouds, the footprints, and the bonfire. So here he needs to see the tally marks. He needs to see which one has the maximum or the most, and then he needs to figure it out from here, and he needs to put the manipulative here. So the theme is the same, and I have just like twisted and told around the pictures, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun doing this activity. The last one on the graph activity is a simple graph that we are doing, and here we have a lot of cells this time because this is something that he has done a lot of times, and just to make it more tricky, he needs to color exactly the same way that the first cell is here. So I'm just gonna show you the close-up. If it's a marshmallow, he needs to count all the marshmallows and he needs to color in the same way that this marshmallow is colored. So there's orange, pink, blue, there's fluorescent yellow, there's purple, brown, red, and fluorescent orange here. So that's how he needs to like grade or color, and then this activity is done. So after the graph activity, I have a sequence activity here, and what I've done, because it's gonna be like super hot and we are going to make few things there. Okay. So the first activity in sequence is how to make a lemonade, and what I've done, I have written down the instructions on 6 different sheets, and I'm gonna like all jumble up and give it to him, and he needs to add put it in a sequence wise. So it's like, get some lemons, get a knife, now squeeze the lemons in a pitcher, add some water, add 3 spoons of that should be of honey, and a half spoon of salt in the water, and then you have give it a stir, pour it in a glass and enjoy. So that's like number 1, which is a lemonade. I'm going to do with the s'mores, and I'm also going to do how to barbecue marshmallow. So these are the 2 other activities that I will be doing a sequence activity once he's done with this one. Okay, going forward, I have a grouping and a classification sheet here. So what he needs to do, he needs to classify all the things that we would need for camping. There are 2 sticker sheets that I've put here. Whatever he would need for camping here, he needs to peel the sticker and he needs to put it right here. So we have, if you look at this, we need a jeep, we need tents, we need a water bottle, we need a flask, we need a lantern, we need flashlights, we need some sleeping bags, of course an owl, no, footprints. And then here we need marshmallow. Of course we need marshmallow. Then we have to look out for all these animals. We will be seeing all the different leaves. So all this stuff he needs to like see whatever he wants to see, or whatever he thinks he will encounter, he has to put it right here on the paper. Okay, going forward, I have like 2 more activities before it's over. And my second last activity is here, the last sound activity, and this is very simple. What I've done, just on a piece of paper, I've added like 4 stickers here, and Vivan needs to figure out the last sound here. And as soon as he figures out the last sound, he needs to use these Lego pieces and he needs to put them there. So like this is that's an eagle. The last sound of an eagle he needs to find, and then he needs to put it right here. And the same goes for backpack, and then a lantern and the boots. So I think this is a cool activity. I have a mix of like spatial intelligence along with language, along with sequence activity. And the last activity that I'm going to show to you is our Gelmatrix activity, which is right here. And this is a little tricky this time because I have added like 3 elements here, and I am not giving him any cards or anything. He needs to figure it out from the books that we have used. Let me just show it to you. Sorry. He needs to open the book and he needs to find the sticker. So like the footprints are here, somewhere. So he needs to find each and every sticker for this activity, and then he needs to place it. So I have done the first one as an example for him. And if you can see, there's an E star and then a small chocolate cup. So just the same way he has to do the rest. So that's it, guys. These were our activities that I have planned for our camping trip. There are 2 creative activities. I'm not recording it right now. Let me do it. And as we are done, I'm going to definitely share the picture or a video for that. If you have any questions, guys, do let me know. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed my channel yet, please do subscribe. Thanks for watching. See you next time.